never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken. And we're going to be going over we're going to be doing the live play-by-play for today's White Sox versus the Yankees in the Bronx. Looking forward to calling the game against the AL Central Division leaders. First versus first. If you did not know, the Yankees have a 1.5 game lead on the Tampa Bay Rays. Hopefully we'll extend it a little bit further. They're playing the Dodgers this week. And not a big Dodgers fan. However, anything they can do to help us extend the lead would be most appreciated. And I'm going to give a shout out to some of the folks who are here. Yanks for Life, Margaret, John the Beagle Dad, Kaz, welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. If you're not aware, we have an active poll in the thing tonight. And let me go over that real quick. Garrett Cole will face a tough White Sox team tonight. How many Ks will he end up recording tonight? 0-3, 4-6, 7-9, 10+. Currently, we have 6 votes in the poll. So if you haven't, please let your vote be counted and your voice be heard. Want to thank Mitch from the Hardcore Sports Network. He is currently simulcasting the live play-by-play of the White Sox versus Yankees. Thank you, Mitch. Most appreciated. If you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. They offer you a plethora of Hey, James, it is the White Sox versus the Yankees. They offer you a plethora of sports alternatives, basketball, football, wrestling, and baseball. So if those things appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Hardcore Sports. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 759 subscribers, one short of our milestone of 760. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels, we provide those for you. We had an open panel last night, had quite a few people come up. So if these things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And we are going to go over the lineup. Coming up to bat is going to be Andanucci playing left field. At third base, Miguel Vargas hitting out of the 2-hole. Former Red Sox and Yankee Benintendi will be DHing this evening. Montgomery will be at shortstop. B. Montgomery will be in right field. Medroth will be at second base. Gonzalez will be at first base. Peters will be in center field. And Romo will be behind the dish. And their star, Martin, is going to be on the bump. And he is going to be facing a tough Yankees lineup. Leading off playing first base is going to be Ben Rice. Hitting out of the 2-hole is going to be left fielder Cody Bellinger. DHing and hitting in the 3-hole is going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Cleaning up this evening is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing second base. In the 5-hole is going to be Spencer Jones playing center field. Jose Caballero will be in right field, hitting out of the 6-hole. Ryan McMahon will be playing third base out of the 7-hole. J.C. Escar will be behind the dish in the 8-hole. And Anthony Volpe will be at shortstop, bringing up the rear. On the bump for the New York Yankees this evening is going to be Garrett Cole. And that is your lineup for tonight. How we feeling? If I had my druthers, I certainly wouldn't see Anthony Volpe in at shortstop. However, there are some things that I have to live with. So how do we feel about the lineup? We are just a few minutes before first pitch. So any predictions for the score, how it's going to end up this evening? Cabby is in, but he's just in right field. Personally, I wish he was at shortstop, and we had Max Schumann in right field. Hey, Daniel, welcome to the live play-by-play of the White Sox versus the Yankees. Appreciate you hopping in from the Hardcore Sports Network. No score predictions? Come on, guys and gals. I know you got to have some hankering of a score tonight. This is definitely a different White Sox team than we saw last year that we basically rolled over. So they have gone from last to first in their division. Can they hold on? I don't know. But it's going to be an interesting ride. Trade deadline will definitely be interesting to see what teams are buyers and what teams are sellers. They are missing their star third baseman from Japan, Murakami. He is on the IL. So he has done very well in his inaugural season in the major leagues. And it looks like the Yankees are taking the field. So first pitch is right around the corner. Antonacci played in the World Baseball Classic as part of the Team Italy. This team has scored a lot of runs. Cole's record is a 1-1 with a 2.45 ERA. So how are we feeling tonight? Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. Hey, NES, how's it going? The Martian is not in the game because he had to have a tooth extracted. So my preference is to have seen Max Schumann in right field, Anthony Volpe's ass on the bench, and Jose Caballero in at shortstop. Hey, Nick. And for those of you that weren't here last night, we did have an open panel. And Antonucci has stepped into the box. Garrett is on the bump. So we're about to get it on. And the first pitch is a fastball just a little bit high. Count is 1-0 on Antonacci. Antonacci's hitting .278 on the season, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .759 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. And Cole sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And you can hear roll call going on. 1-2 is on the way. And that fastball is just a bit high. That came in at 97 miles an hour. Count is evened at 2-2. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a lofted into center field. On his move to left center field is Spencer Jones to make the play for the first out. Mike Malinsky is the home plate umpire. He has 21 major league seasons under his belt. He is considered a pitcher-friendly umpire. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. And Jazz is checking it up, and he tracks it down in shallow right field for the second out of the inning. And Benintendi is coming up to bat. Benintendi is hitting .236 on the season, 7 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a .704 OPS. And Cole sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Straight back. Count is 0-1. Cole sets and fires, and that four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-2. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven to right field. This one is going, and gone. That is out of here. So Benintendi hits a first inning home run off of Benintendi. His 8th home run of the season. Well, hell, certainly not the way we want to see it. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0 on Montgomery. He's hitting .223 on the season, 17 homers, 40 RBIs, and an .801 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that is skied to right field. Caballero is coming in, and he is going to make the play for the third out, but not before the White Sox jump out to a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat is going to be Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger, and Paul Goldschmidt. And in our active scoreboard today, the Phillies have a 3-0 lead on the Marlins in the top of 2. In the top of 3, the Nationals and the Royals are at zeros. In the top of two, the Red Sox and the Blue Jays are at zeros. As you know, heading to the bottom of the first, the White Sox have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. And in the top of the first, the Mets and the Reds are locked up at zeros. That is your active scoreboard at this time. There's not a lot of games on the hopper. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream. There is an active poll at this time. If you haven't, please drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, our goal for every play-by-play is 30 likes. Currently, we are at 14, so we are 16 away from our game goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And Martin is 9-2 on the season. And Martin sets. The first pitch is on the way, and Rice hammers this one foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Rice is hitting .293 on the season, 19 homers, 47 RBIs. Next pitch for Martin is down low. Count is 1-1 on Rice. Martin sets and fires, and the next pitch is down low. Count is now 2-1 on Big Ben. Next pitch is on the way, and that is called strike 2. I think that one was a little bit low. So the count is now 2-2. And Martin sets, pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball down low. Count is now 3-2 on Big Ben. Now the pitch is on the way, and Rice swings and misses at the fastball. So that is the first out, down on strikes. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Martin sets, and he fires, and that ball is skied to left field. And Danucci is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in left field for the second out. One pitch, one out. You know how much I freaking hate those. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie is hitting .295 on the season, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs, and an .898 OPS. And Martin sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Martin sets and fires, and that pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Goldie. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie swings and misses that for a good morning, good afternoon, and good night strikeout. So the Yankees are down in order 1, 2, 3, and that's all we see. As we head to the top of the second, we're going to see Montgomery, Medroff, and Gonzalez. Game certainly did not start out the way we wanted to see it, and definitely not hitting the way we want to see it. Absolutely nothing has changed. Phillies still lead the Marlins 3-0. White Sox still lead the Yankees 1-0, and there is no score in the other 4 games. Next game will start up at 7:40, and that is going to be the Guardians and the Brewers. Later this evening, the game of interest is going to be the Tigers or the Rays and the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Currently, we have 16 votes. So thank you for those of you who have chosen to participate. And as you know, we have a goal of 30 likes for every live play-by-play. We're currently at 16, 14 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And the umpire is coming out to talk to Cole. What for? I have no clue. Braden Montgomery is hitting .263 on the season, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and an .826 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the third baseline. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. Cole sets and fires, and the next pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Montgomery. Cole sets and fires, and the 4-seamer is up high. Count is 1-2. Cole sets and fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul. Count remains 2-2. Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled straight back. Count's going to remain 2-2. Hey, Daver, welcome to the stream. And Cole sets and fires, and that 4-seamer is down low. Count is now 3-2. Cole sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to be the first strikeout of the night for Garrett. Coming up to bat is Medroth. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside for ball one. Count is 0-1-0. Medroth is hitting .280 on the season, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs, and a .732 OPS. Cole sets and fires, and that fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is evened out 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires to Rice, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Gonzalez, hitting .222, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and a .639 OPS. First pitch is on the way. That curveball is fouled down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled down the third base side. Count is 0-2. And Cole sets, pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. And Cole sets, pitch is on the way, and the fastball is going to miss outside. Count is 2-2. And how do you do? And Cole sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is now full again, 3-2. Cole is at 28 pitches. And Cole sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 3-2. And Cole sets, pitches on the way, and this is skied to left field. Bellinger is waiting on it, and he makes the play for the third out of the inning. So that's a 1-2-3 inning for Garrett. And what are we thinking about the game so far? Chat's awfully quiet. Got nothing to say? Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Spencer Jones, and Jose Caballero. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the haircut comment. Got it this afternoon. Reminds me of my old Squid days. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. And coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. That was a 89-mile-an-hour fastball. And Martin sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is high and outside. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it is a ball up high. Count is 2-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz hammers this one down the right field line, but foul. Count is now 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls that one off his ankle. He's doing the happy dance. Well, Sean, that is definitely the hope, is that we get the run back. And the trainer's out looking at Jazz's ankle. And Jazz is going to continue his at bat. Count is 2-2 on Jazz. He is the first hitter in the bottom of the second. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses for strike 3. That is Martin's third strikeout of the day. Kid has a lot of movement on his pitches. And Martin sets, and he fires. The first pitch is a fastball up high. Count is 1-0 on Spencer. Pitch is on the way, and Jones swings and misses. Jones is hitting .233 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and a .638 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a slider down low. Count is 2-1 on Jones. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Jones. Martin sets and fires, and this ball is driven to right field. This one is going, and gone. Spencer Jones ties this game up with a solo shot home run. That is his first Yankee Stadium home run. That was a second deck shot, line drive. Game is 1-1. Well, let's go Yankees. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Martin sets and fires, and the slider drops in for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Martin sets and fires, and Caballero swings at the slider inside. Count is now 1-2 on Cabby. And Martin sets and fires, and that fastball is low and away. Count is evened at 2-2 on Cabby. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is full, 3-2 on Caballero. Jose. Let's get on the damn base. Jose. And the pitch is on the way, and Cabby slaps that one foul. Count remains 3-2. Cabby's hitting .258 on the season, 6 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a .715 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and Cabby lines this one to Gonzalez, first baseman. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon is hitting .211 on the season, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a .631 OPS. Ryan McMahon was the subject of my short today, so if you haven't checked it out, why don't you head over, look at it, and let me know what you mean, what you think. First pitch is on the way, and the slider paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and McMahon foul tips this one into the glove of the catcher. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon skies this one to center field, and Peters is going to make the play. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of 2, but not before they tie the game up on a Spencer Jones solo home run to tie this game up at 1 apiece. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 16 votes. And as you know, for every live play-by-play, our ultimate goal is to have 30 likes. Currently, we're at 18, so we're 12 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 759 subs, one short of our next milestone of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where everyone can come up and talk baseball, well, this may be the place for you. Our last open panel was last evening, and I dropped a short this morning. So if these things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And let's see, we're going to go to our active scoreboard. In the bottom of the third, the Phillies are hammering the Marlins 7-0. In the bottom of the fourth, the Nationals now have a 2-0 lead on the Royals. In the top of the third, the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead on the Red Sox. As you know, here going to the top of the third, we are tied at 1-1. In the top of the second, the Reds have a 4-0 lead on the Mets. And in the bottom of the first, the Braves and the Giants are tied up at 1s. And that is your active scoreboard for the day. So how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals, in the internet world? Peters is coming up to bat, and the first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball that is skied to right field. Caballero is tracking it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Romeo, the catcher. He is hitting 157 on the season, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 638 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Sean is feeling great. Cole sets and fires, and that knuckle curve is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2. And Romo is taking time out. Well, that was a short timeout. He's back in the box. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and tipped into the glove, but Escar is not able to hold on to it. So the count is going to go to remain at 1-2. And the umpire is holding the game up right now. Cole's fastball was in there at 96 miles an hour, so he's got good velocity on the four-seamer. And Cole sets, fires, and the slider is just a bit low. Count is evened at 2-2. All right, Garrett, get nasty. We don't want another 3-2 count. Pitch is on the way, and Cole paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that painted the bottom of the strike zone. That's Garrett's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Andalucci. And Cole sets. First pitch is on the way, and the knuckle curve is in there for call, strike 1. Andalucci is 0 for 1 on the day with a line out in the first inning. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider paints the outside of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Andalucci. Next pitch is on the way, and Andalucci fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. And Cole sets, fires, and that pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike 3. That was a beautiful changeup by Cole. And That is another 1-2-3 inning. Coming up in the bottom of the third is going to be J.C. Escara, Anthony Volpe, and Big Ben Rice, 8, 9, and 1. And for those of you that are here, our active poll currently has 18 votes. So thank you for those who have participated. If you have not, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted and drop a vote. As you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 18. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Executive Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. To help you out, there is a QR code in the upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, wave it in front of it. In camera mode, a hyperlink will show up, and all you have to do is hit subscribe. We are at 759 subscribers, one short of our next milestone of 760. So if you like play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And JC is stepping up to the plate. And Martin sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Curveball is outside. Count is 1-0. And Martin sets and fires, and that curveball paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Martin sets and fires, and Escara swings and misses. Count is now 1-2. And Martin sets, pitches on the way. That curveball is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and that curveball is down low. Count is now full on JC. And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and that is tap down the third base line. And he is heading to second. And Escara is going to get in there for a leadoff double. It's funny, Escara check swing. There was nobody at third base, and it just rolled down the line. And that is Escara's fifth double on the season. Coming up to bat is Volpe, situational hitting, Anthony, and he takes a four-seamer right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is inside. Count is 1-1. Volpe's hitting .211 on the season, 1 home run, 11 RBIs, and a .627 OPS. Martin sets, pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to the right side. There is nobody covering first base. And the Yankees are going to have runners at first and third. So there are runners at first and third with nobody out. Big Ben Rice is up. And the first pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. Pitch is to Rice, and this is fouled off himself. Count is 1-1. Volpe might have offered some chicken parm because I thought he was definitely out, but there was nobody at first base to cover. And Martin sets, makes a pickoff attempt at first. Volpe is back in head first, sliding. And Martin sets and fires, and Rice fouls the pitch off. Volpe was on his way to second base. Count is going to be 1-2 on Big Ben. Pitch is on the way, and that is called strike three, but Rice is challenging this one. And the call is going to be overturned. That is ball 2. So the count is 2-2 on Rice. Yankees retain both their challenges. Martin sets and fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Rice is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And Martin sets. Volpe takes off. The ball is inside for ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have the bases juiced in the bottom of the third. Nobody out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And Bellinger steps into the box. Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger's rips this into right field. 1 run is going to score. Here comes Volpe. 2 runs are going to score. So that is a 2-run single for Cody Bellinger. And the score is now 3-1 Yankees. Coming up to bat is the professional hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. First pitch to Goldie is a slider in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Just put your foot in their necks and step. End this shit now. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one sharply down the third base line. Count is 1-1. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is 2-1 on Paul. Martin sets, and he fires, and the changeup paints the top of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. Goldie is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Martin sets and fires, and Goldie tips this one foul. The runners were on their way. Martin is at 52 pitches with no outs in the third. Goldie steps back in the box. Pitch is on the way, and that is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2 on Goldie. We have Rice at second, Bellinger at first, Goldschmidt up to bat. And Goldie calls time to put the pressure on the kid a little bit more. For those of you just hopping in, we're in the bottom of the third. Yankees have a 3-1 lead. Runners are at first and second with nobody out, and Paul Goldschmidt is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie swings and misses on the cutter. That is going to be the second strikeout of the game for Goldie. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. That is Martin's fourth strikeout of the game. Jazz was a strikeout victim his first time at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And Martin sets, fires, and the curveball paints the outside corner. Count is 0-1, and Jazz do not challenge this shit. Martin checks on the runner at second, sets and fires, and that pitch is way inside to Jazz. Count is 1-1. And Martin steps off to chase Rice back to second. So that's the first disengagement. Martin sets and he fires. The changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. For those of you just hopping in, the Yankees are in the bottom of the third, leading 3-1. There are runners at first and second with one out. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. Martin is at 57 pitches. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream. And Martin sets, pitch is on the way, and that bounces in front of the plate. Count is evened at deuce. What color is that freaking goose? And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and that is a fastball up and away. Count is now full, 3-2. Spencer Jones is on deck. And the pitch is on the way, and that is way up high for ball 4. So the bases are going to be juiced once again for Spencer Jones. Jones is 1 for 1 on the night. He took Martin deep in his first plate appearance. So it looks like there is another trip to the mound. And Jones steps into the box. First pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. You're right, Nancy. It is time to break this game open. Martin sets and he fires, and that pitch is up and in. Count is 2-0 on Spencer. Martin sets and fires, and Jones swings and misses at that sinker. Looked like he was trying to get a salami right off the bat because that was a mighty cut. Martin sets and fires, and that sinker is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Jones. Martin sets and fires, and Jones fouls that one straight back. He was definitely on it. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is inside for ball 4, and that is going to bring in a run. And the catcher is challenging the call. It is confirmed that the ball was inside by over an inch. So Rice is going to score. The bases remain loaded. Score is now 4-1. Jose Caballero coming up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day with a line out in his first plate appearance. Martin sets and fires, and Cabby drives this one to right center field. Peters is going to make the play, and tagging is Bellinger. Jazz is tagging and heads to third, so that is a sacrifice fly for Caballero. So the Yankee lead is now 5-1. So there are 2 outs. Yankees have runners at first and third. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. All right, Big Mac. He is the 9th hitter of the inning. Martin sets and fires, and that curveball is just outside. Count is 1-0. Martin sets and fires, and that pitch is way inside. Count is now 2-0 on Ryan. Martin's pitch count is at 68. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 3-0 on McMahon. And JC Escar is on deck. He started this merry-go-round. Martin sets and fires, and this is chopped to Midroth. And he fires to first to end the inning, but not before the Yankees drop a 4 spot in the bottom of the third. Yankees take a 5-1 lead. So Garrett Cole has a comfortable lead to start with. Miguel Vargas, Andrew Benintendi, and Carlson Montgomery are coming up to bat. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes at this time. Thank you for those who have participated. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Currently, we have 19 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30, so we're 11 away. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we here at the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, have 759 subscribers, one short of our next milestone of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. If those things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing to One and the Same. So how are we feeling about the game now, guys and gals out there in internet land? We've been pretty quiet thus far. And Cole sets. First pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Cole sets. It is rolled to the left side. McMahon sets and fires, and that is not in time. That's going to be a infield hit. I think he got him. Looks like the Yankees may be challenging. I think the Yankees might have got him on this one. But as you know, these challenges are supposed to be expedient, and they are generally not. And as we remain in this replay review, The call is overturned and the runner is out. So that is the first out. Great play by Ryan McMahon. And the first pitch to Benintendi is a curveball off the plate. Benintendi hit a solo shot home run in the first inning. He is 1-for-1 on the day. And Cole sets and fires, and that pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Benintendi hits a sky ball to right field. Caballero is there, and he makes the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Colson Montgomery. He flew out in his first plate appearance. 0-for-1. And Cole sets, fires, and the fastball paints the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. It's 96-mile-an-hour humdinger. And Cole sets and fires. That pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Cole sets and fires, and that paints the outside corner for call. Strike three. That is 97 miles an hour over the outside corner. And that is going to do it for the White Sox in the top of the fourth. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the fourth is going to be J.C. Escara, Anthony Volpe, and Big Ben Rice. So let's see if we can chase Martin out of this game expediently. All righty. In our active scoreboard this evening, the Phillies have an 8-0 lead on the Marlins in the top of the sixth. Nationals have a 3-1 lead on the Royals in the top of the sixth. Blue Jays lead the Red Sox 3-0 in the top of the fifth. As you know, heading to the bottom of four, the Yankees lead the White Sox 5-1. In the top of the fourth, the Reds lead the Mets 4-1. Top of two, Giants lead the Braves 3-2. In the bottom of three, the Guardians and Brewers are locked up at threes. Bottom of two, the Padres and the Cardinals are locked up at zeros. In the top of the first, the Twins have a 1-0 lead on the Rangers. And in the bottom of the first, the Cubs have a 1-0 lead on the Rockies. And the last current active game is in the top of the first, just getting underway. Tigers and Astros. That is your active scoreboard for the day. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're at 20 likes, 10 short of our goal of 30. There is an active poll. We have 20 votes in our active poll. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And the first pitch to Escara is hammered up the middle, and that is going to get into center field for a single. So the Yankees are getting it started here in the fourth. Martin is at 72 pitches in the bottom of the fourth. I don't think he's long for tonight. We're going to see what their bullpen has to say. Coming up to Volpe is 1-for-1 on the night with a infield single. First pitch to Volpe is a cutter down low. Count is 1-0. Actually, they call that strike. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings at a cutter off the plate. Count is 0-2 on Volpe. Volpe takes time out. And Martin sets and fires, and that pitch is a four-seamer up high. Count is 1-2 on Volpster. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a towering elevator shaft home run. Mydroth is tracking it and makes the play on the infield dirt for the first out. Coming up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Ben Rice. 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout, a base on balls, and a run scored. So now let's put one in the hit column. And Martin sets, and the pitch is down low. Ball 1. Count is 1-0. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the top of the strike zone. Nice changeup. Count is 1-1 on Rice. Martin sets and fires. That curveball is just outside. Count is 2-1. Martin sets and fires, and this ball is hammered down right field, and this is definitely going, and gone. A two-run shot that was off the second deck. That is Rice's 20th home run on the season. Went 371 feet, traveled at 96.9 miles an hour. And the Yankees now have a 7-1 lead on the White Sox. So coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Martin is at 80 pitches, and they may end up putting Captain Hook on him. First pitch to Belly is a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, called strike one, painted the inside portion of the plate. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is going to be right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Belly. Martin sets and fires, and Belly lines this one into center field. So that is a nice piece of hitting by Cody. That is his second hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 0-for-2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. So, Paul, it's time to get into the hit parade, brother. Let's get it done. First pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one off. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls the slider off. Count is 0-2 on Paul. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is 1-2. And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and Goldie hammers this one foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Martin is at 87 pitches. And Martin sets and fires, and this ball is hammered to left field. And this one is going, and gone. And Paul Goldschmidt adds another 2-run homer to his resume. Yankees now have a 9-1 lead. That one went 390 feet at 103 miles an hour. And it looks like they are coming to pull the chocks on the White Sox ace, Martin. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. All right, folks. I am here in the Philadelphia area taking care of my mother, so I'm going to take a quick hop down there to check on her, make sure that everything is okay. Yeah, that could have been a good one. All right, and it looks like Chris Murphy is coming in to replace Davis Martin. I will be back in just a sec, so please be patient. And I am back. And the first pitch is bounced into right field by Jazz. Spencer Jones is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is way off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Jones. And the pitch is on the way, and Jones swings at the slider. Looked like he was trying to add another 2 spot on the board. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the 97-mile-an-hour fastball is down low. Count is 2-1 on Jones. And Murphy sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jones swings and misses at the four-seamer. Another 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and that slider or sweeper is off the plate. Count is even or at 3-2. Jones is 1 for 1 on the day with a home run and a walk. 2 RBIs. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate for ball 4. So the Yankees now have runners at first and second. 1 out. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. 0 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice fly. The first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. And Murphy sets. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings over the top of a curveball. Count is 0-2. And Murphy sets. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero fouls this one down the third base line. Count is going to remain 0-2. Jazz is at second. Jones is at first. 1 out. 0-2 count on Cabby. Pitch is on the way, and that is it's in the dirt, and they said that Caballero was not able to check his swing, so he's retired via strikeout. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He has a 0 for 2 night with a line out and a ground out. So it's time for you, Ryan, to get into the hit parade. First pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses at the slider. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1 on Big Mac. Next pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings over the top of the slider. Count is 1-2. Murphy sets, pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low and away. Count is evened at 2-2. Murphy sets and fires, and this is lined into right field. And Jazz is rounding third and heading home. And Jones is to third. So that is an RBI single by Ryan McMahon. So the score is now 10-1. And the Yankees have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escarra. He is 2 for 2 on the night with a double and a single. 2 runs scored. So the Yankees have batted around and they have a mound visit going on. So this is back-to-back innings that the Yankees have batted around. And Murphy sets and fires, and that slider or curveball is going to catch the outside part of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Murphy sets and fires, and that curveball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Murphy sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on JC. And Murphy sets and fires, and that pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is tapped in front of the plate. Pitcher is going to field it, and he throws it away. And Escarra is heading to second. And a run is going to score. That is going to be a 11-1 lead. Escarra is at second. Jones scores. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Murphy sets. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe fouls it off. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings and misses for strike 3. And the inning is finally going to be over with. But not before the Yankees put a 6 spot on in the bottom of the 4th. 3 home runs in the inning. So as we head to the top of the 5th, the Yankees have an 11-1 lead. Montgomery, Midroff, and Gonzalez coming up to bat. And in our active scoreboard, in the top of the seventh, the Phillies lead the Marlins 8-2. Royals or Nationals have a 3-1 lead on the Royals in the top of 7. Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead on the Red Sox in the top of 6. As you know, heading to the top of the 5th, the Yankees have an 11-1 lead. The Reds have a 4-1 lead on the Mets in the top of the 5th. Giants have a 3-2 lead on the Braves, but they are currently in a weather delay. In the bottom of the 4th, the Brewers have a 1-0 lead on the Guardians. Cardinals have a 2-0 lead on the Padres in the bottom of the 3rd. In the top of the 2nd, the Twins lead the Rangers 2-0. Bottom of 2, the Cubs lead the Rockies 2-0. In the top of the 2nd, the Tigers lead the Astros 1-0. Diamondbacks and Angels will be on at 9:40, as will be the Orioles and the Mariners, and the Pirates and the Athletics. At 10:10, the Dodgers and the Rays will be on the board. That's your active scoreboard for this evening. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. We're at 20 votes. A member of the, or if you haven't, please hit the like and share button. Our goal for every stream is 30 likes. We are currently at 10. 10 away from our goal. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. There is something going on the field. Home plate umpire is walking around the home plate. Montgomery is up, and the first pitch is chopped to Jazz, flip to Rice, and that is going to be a 1-pitch, 1 out. Medroff is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night. And Garrett sets, fires, and the four-seamer is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Cole sets and fires, and the next pitch is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-2. And Cole sets and fires, and that slider is just off the plate. Medroff is able to check his swing. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Next pitch is on the way, and that is a swing and a miss on Cole's fastball. That is Cole's 5th strikeout of the night. Second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Gonzalez, and the first pitch is going to be a sinker that misses just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Gonzalez is 0 for 1 on the night with a fly out. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer paints the outside corner. Called strike. Count is 1-1. Cole sets, and the Curveball is up high. Count is now 2-1. Cole is doing rapid fire pitching tonight. And Cole sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is even at 2-2. And it looks like the White Sox have a left-handed pitcher, Rock, warming up in the pen. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. And they're reporting that the White Sox have 5 lefties in their bullpen. So that should be interesting. And Cole sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And another 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Cole. So is Yankee Stadium the place where aces come to die? Last couple that we've faced, we've hammered pretty hard. Martin had the second lowest ERA in the American League until tonight. Hey, Kaz. Martin gave up a boatload of runs. And the relief pitcher that came in after that didn't fare much better. Currently, the Yankees have a 11-1 lead heading to the bottom of the 5th. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is going to be Rice, Bellinger, and Goldschmidt. So 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. The Yankees have batted around in the last 2 innings. So how are we feeling about the game this evening? If you haven't, I have a short that was dropped this morning. Not sure how well it is doing, but if you haven't, please check it out. Let me know what you think. Joe Rock is coming into the game. Looks like a PitchCom issue again. Well, that's good to hear, James. And the pitch to Rice is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is 2-0 on Rice. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low. Count is 3-0 on Rice. And the pitch is on the way. The 95-mile-an-hour paints the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is way off the plate. And Rock is going to walk. Rock is going to walk his first batter that he faces. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 2 for 3 on the night with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Rock sets and fires, and Bellinger skies this one down the left field line. And that is not going to be played. That was a foul ball. Vargas did not realize how much room he had, and he just misplayed it. So the count is 0-1 on Cody. And Rock sets and fires, and Bellinger swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Rock sets and fires, and Bellinger loops this one into center field, and that is going to get down for another base hit. That is Cody's 3rd hit of the game. Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts and a 2-run home run. And Rock sets, and the first pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Goldie. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider stays off the plate. Count is 1-1. Rock sets and fires, and the fastball is going to paint the inside portion of the plate for call, strike two. Count is 1-2 on Goldie. Rock sets, pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one foul down the left field line. Count remains 1-2, and he breaks his bat, so he heads to the dugout to pick up a new piece of lumber. And Goldie is back in the box. Rock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike three. So Goldie is retired on strikes for the 3rd time, so he has the hat trick. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Has a single, walk, strikeout, and a run scored. And Rock sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is low and away. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces this to mid-off. He flips it to second, relay to first, and that is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth as we head to the top of the sixth. Coming up to bat is Peters, Romo, and Antonucci. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. We're at 759 subscriptions, sort of our next milestone of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, we call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. And if you like open panels, I host them so that every member in the chat can come up and talk baseball. We had our last open panel last night, and it was a good time for all. So if these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Currently, we are at 21 likes. For every live play-by-play, my goal is 30, so we are 9 away. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We currently have an active poll. How many strikeouts will Cole have tonight? If you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And drop your vote. We currently have 21 votes for this active poll. So your support is most appreciated. Thank you for those who have participated. So how are we feeling about tonight's game? And Garrett Cole is back. First pitch is on the way, and that is call, strike one. Peters is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is just inside. Count is 1-1. Cole is at 64 pitches. Pitch count is looking solid. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Cole has 6 strikeouts on the night. 1-2 is on the way, and that is a changeup that is a pop foul. That's going to make the seats. So is Peters going to be Cole's 7th strikeout victim of the night? I guess we're about to find out. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is smoked at Rice, and it's going to ricochet off of his glove. And he is heading to second, and he heads back to first. Caballero rifled that gun in there, or that ball in there. And the first pitch is on the way to Romo. It is fouled off. So that is the first base runner since the first inning. That was 13 in a row. Pitch is on the way. The fastball is down low. Count is 1-1. The ball that was ricocheted off of Rice's glove was hit at 101.8 miles an hour. So he got some heat on it. Cole sets and fires, and that ball is hit into center field. Jones is racing back, and he is going to make the play on the warning track for the first out. And Anucci is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and Antonucci fouls the ball off. Count is 0-1. Antonucci is 0 for 2 on the night with a line out and a strikeout. And Cole sets and fires. The fastball is up high. Count is 1-1. And the home plate umpire is counseling Garrett Cole. Cole sets and fires, and that pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is 2-1. Cole's pitch count is at 73 pitches. Cole sets and fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate for ball 4, and that's Cole's first walk of the night. White Sox are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. And Blake is coming out. And it's ex-Yankee Everson Ferreira coming up to pinch hit. 246 on the season, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 752 OPS. And Garrett sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be a slider in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Cole sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. That fastball was 98 miles an hour, so Cole may be unloading the tank. Next pitch is on the way, and this is looped into right field, and that is going to be a foul. Count is 1-2 on Pereira. Pereira was a longtime Yankee farmhand. Looks like Pereira busted his bat, so he's retrieving a new piece of lumber. Cole checks on the runner at second and fires, and that pitch is a four-seamer fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Volpe. Volpe flips it to Jazz. Jazz relays to first, not in time. So that is going to be a fielder's choice for Pereira. White Sox are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Andrew Benintendi. First pitch to Benintendi is a fastball down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way. That is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball is down low. Count is 3-0. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. So that is a 4-pitch walk. Looks like Hedrick is warming up in the bullpen. Looks like Luis Angel Acuna is coming in to replace Colson Montgomery. So there is a meeting at the mound with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Cole checks on the runner at second. Sets and fires, and that first pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Acuna is hitting .200 on the season, no home runs, 7 RBIs, and a .465 OPS. And Garrett sets. Once again, checks on the runner and fires. The ball is tapped to McMahon. McMahon sets and fires, and it is not in time. That was a weak hit. That is an infield single, and the run is going to score. So the score is now 11-2. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is just up high. Count is 1-0 on Montgomery. Montgomery is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a ground out. Cole is at 87 pitches. And he sets and fires, and the changeup is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that changeup catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the batter calls timeout. So the bases remain juiced with 2 outs. 1-2 count on Montgomery. And Cole sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Jazz. Jazz fills it and fires to Rice for the 3rd out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the White Sox, but not before they add a run. Score is 11-2. I'm going to be going to check on my mother once again. I will be right back. And Spencer Jones is coming up to bat. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is missed a couple of pitches. Count is 2-2. And Rock sets and fires. That fastball is off the plate. Count is now 3-2. Rock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled back into the catcher. He is not able to hold it. Count remains 3-2. Rock sets, and he fires, and Jones swings and misses at the pitch for strike 3. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a sacrifice fly, RBI. Rock sets and fires. The first pitch is a fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Caballero is the only Yankee who hasn't gotten into the hit parade, so it's time to get in there and get it done. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero fouls it straight back. Count is 0-2. And Rock sets and fires, and Hoko Caballero lines this one into left field, so he has joined the hit parade. So all Yankee starters have gotten a hit in this game. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 1 for 3 on the night with a single and an RBI. And Rock sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. Rock sets and fires, and that fastball is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Rock sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Rock sets and fires, and McMahon swings at the slider in the dirt. Count is 2-2. Rock sets and fires, and McMahon swings and misses at the slider for strike 3. And that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara, 2 for 3 on the night with a single, double, reached on an error, and has 2 runs scored. First pitch is on the way, and Escara grounds this one to Medrith. Medrith sets and fires to Gonzalez, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th. As we head to the top of the 7th, Medroff, Gonzalez, and Peters are coming up to bat. And I guess we're going to find out if Cole comes out for the 7th inning. He is currently at his season high for pitches. And we saw that Hedrick was warming up. Cole was at 90 pitches when the inning ended. And I would tend to think Coltrane is back. So how are we feeling, Sean and the rest of the chat? Been quiet here lately. For those of you hopping into the game, we are headed to the top of the seventh. Yankees have an 11-2 lead on the White Sox. Medrith 0 for 2 is coming up. Gonzalez 0 for 2 is coming up. And Peters 1 for 2 is coming up. And it looks like Ryan Yarbrough is coming into the game. And that is going to do it for Cole for today. So I'm going to end the current active poll. Cole will face a tough White Sox team tonight. How many Ks will he record before the night is over with? Well, Cole recorded 6 strikeouts. So 41% said between 4 and 6. 32% said 0 to 3. 27% said 7 to 9. And nobody said 10 plus. So congratulations for those that chose 4 to 6. First pitch is on the way. It is bounced to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires to Rice, and that is a 1 pitch, 1 out. Medroth is retired. And Yarby sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled down the third base side. Count is 0 and 1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the sinker paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 0 and 2. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1 and 2. Pitch is on the way, and it is skied to shallow right field. Caballero is coming in, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So there are now 2 outs in the seventh. Gonzalez is up to bat, 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. Or Peters, and the first pitch to Peters is a foul straight back. Count is 0 and 1. Peters is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is a bounce to Yarbrough. Yarbrough flips to Rice, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. So that is a nice, easy 1, 2, 3, 7th for Yarby. And we are going to the 7th inning stretch. Sounds like United States Navy is in the house.
Yep. Seaman Louis Salvacci is our military member of the game. He served during Vietnam. So thank you, sir, for your service and your dedication to our country. So, how are we feeling about tonight's game? There was a lot of tension with
Martin coming in, being the
ace of their staff. Does not seem that he likes the Bronx too much because the Yankees hammered him this evening. And we're going to head to our active scoreboard. The Phillies have defeated the Marlins 8-2. In the top of the ninth, the Nationals have a 6-3 lead on the Royals. In the bottom of the eighth, the Blue Jays have a 4-1 lead on the Red Sox. As you know, heading to the bottom of 7, the Yankees have a 11-2 lead on the White Sox. In the top of the 7th, the Reds have a 5-3 lead on the Mets. The Giants currently have a 3-2 lead on the Braves, but they're in a weather delay. In the bottom of the 6th, the Brewers lead the Guardians 1-0. Cardinals lead the Padres 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Twins are hammering the Rangers 10-0 in the bottom of the 4th. In the top of the 5th, the Rockies lead the Cubs 3-2. In the top of the 5th, the Tigers lead the Astros 1-0. And in about 20 minutes, the next 3 games get underway. Angels, Diamondbacks, Orioles and the Mariners, and the Pirates and the Athletics. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 21 likes, 9 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We here at the Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 759 subscribers, 1 short of our next milestone of 760. So if you like live play-by-plays, we are here calling games almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. And if you like open panels, I host those so that everyone in the chat can come up and talk baseball. We had our last open panel last evening at 8:30, and I believe that everyone that was here was very happy with the overall tone of the play-by-play or the open panel. Matter of fact, in our stream, Sean Browning is one of the people who came up. So, if these things appeal to you, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And Rock is on the way, and the first pitch is hammered by Volpe into left field. So that is a leadoff single for Volpe, his second hit of the day. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 1 for 2. Home run, 2 base on balls, a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and Rice skies this one to shallow left field. And Mydroth is backing up, and he is going to make the catch in the outfield grass for the first out. Looks like Max Schumann is coming in to replace Cody Bellinger, his first at bat of the game. Maxie is hitting .231 on the season, 3 RBIs, and an .813 OPS.
And Shu steps into the plate.
Rock sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1.
Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is inside and low. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Peters is backing up, and he is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 4 on the night, 3 strikeouts. So he is the owner of a hat trick. Hopefully not a golden sombrero. He has a 2-run homer to his credit. First pitch is on the way, and that slider catches the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Goldie. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is 1-1. And Rock sets and fires, and Goldie swings over the top of a slider. Count is 1-2. And Rock sets, pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one down the first base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled down the right field line. Count remains 1-2. And Rock sets. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one straight back. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at bat. Rock sets. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie slaps this one foul down the right field line. And Rock sets. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one into left field. And Volpe is rounding second, heading to third, and he slides in there safely. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and third with 1 out. That is Paul's second hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr., 1 for 3 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Okay, we have audio now. Hello, can you hear me? All right, thank you. I guess I bumped the mute button. Sorry. And Ryan Yarbrough is coming out for his second inning of work. The first pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied into center field. Spencer Jones closes on it and makes the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Romo. Don't know what the home plate umpire is talking to him about. Oh, actually, it's Antonucci. Romo just flew out. Antonucci is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a base on balls. First pitch from Yarbrough is in there. A sinker paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is just a bit up and in. Count is going to be 2-2. And Yarby sets. Pitch to Antonacci is a sinker off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. All right, brother, come on, just throw groove pitches. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded up the middle past a sliding Volpe. It hopped over his glove. So Antonacci is on base with a single. Yeah, Volpe, shake your head and slam the ground in disgust because you stink as a shortstop. Coming up to bat is Everson Pereira, former Yankee farmhand. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the first pitch is a changeup down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Nice changeup. Count is 1-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled down the first base line. Count is 1-2. Yarborough sets and fires. That pitch is low and away. Count is now evened at 2-2. Yarborough sets and fires. That pitch is swung on and missed for a call. Strike 3. Pereira is down on strikes. It is the top of the 8th, Landon. Looks like Randall Grichuk, former Yankee, is coming in to pinch hit for Benintendi. Grichuk is hitting .273 with 6 home runs. First pitch is on the way, and Grichuk fouls a changeup off. Count is 0-1. And Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grichuk swings over the top of the changeup for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. And Yarby sets and fires. The changeup is outside and low. Count is 1-2. And Yarby sets, pitch is on the way, and that is called ball 2. Ascar is challenging this one. And Ascar is right. It is overturned. It is a strike for strike 3 on Grichuk. So welcome back to the Bronx brother. And as we head to the bottom of the 8th, Spencer Jones, Jose Caballero, and Ryan McMahon will be coming up to bat. For those of you that are in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 22 likes, 8 away from our goal for every live play-by-play of 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. In our active scoreboard for today, Phillies beat the Marlins 8-2. Nationals have beaten the Royals 6-4. Blue Jays have beaten the Red Sox 6-1. As you know, going to the top of the 9th, the Yankees lead the White Sox 11-2. The Reds lead the Mets 5-3 in the top of the 8th. Giants lead the Braves 3-2 in a rain delay. Brewers lead the Guardians 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals lead the Padres 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Twins lead the Rangers 10-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Rockies lead the Cubs 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th. In the bottom of the 5th, the Astros and Tigers are locked up in 1. Just getting underway are the Angels and the Diamondbacks, Orioles and the Mariners, and the Pirates and the Athletics. Last game of the night is going to be the Dodgers and the Rays at 10-10. And Acuna is coming in to pitch for Jones. And the first pitch is a line to Pereira in left field for the first out. Coming up to bat is Caballero. Hey, Donnie, how you doing, brother? First
pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count
is
is
1-0.
Acuna sets, and he throws
Another Ephus pitch that
that is in there for call. Strike one on Cabby. Count is
is 2-1 on Cabby.
Acuna throws an Ephus, and Cabby hammers this one to left field. And this one is going.
Going and gone. Caballero takes Acuna deep. So the score is now 12-2 Yankees. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. First pitch to McMahon is a Ephus
Way
up.
in there for a call. Strike one.
Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-1 on Big Mac. Next pitch is on the way, and
That was like a slider inside. Count is
2-1. McMahon one hops it to second, flip to first for the second out of the inning. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Well, two more and we'll have 2 touchdowns. First pitch is on the way, and that is a ball. Next, Ephus is in there, and that is called. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Acuna sets and fires. That pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that Ephus is way up high for ball 4. Donnie, you realize that Hader has pitched
exactly 5 innings this year. He just came off the IL.
First pitch is on the way, and Volpe
Hits a ground ball past a
diving Medroth. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs.
first pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 1.
Next pitch is in there for call.
Strike 1.
Count is 1-1.
And the pitch is skied.
Center field. And Peters
Is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. That is going to do it for the Yankees, but
the Yankees
add a run.
taking the score to 12-2. For those of you that are here,
If you haven't, please hit the like button,
share the channel
out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you like live play-by-plays, We do them almost every day. If you like shorts,
I drop them every day.
and if you're open panels, I host them so that everyone can come up and talk baseball. My last open panel was last night. I don't know, Donnie. I'm just not a fan of hater.
Any pitcher who refuses to pitch 2 innings for their team, in my opinion, is a selfish player, and I don't want anything to do with them.
Coming up in
The top of the ninth,
I'm not sure because they've subbed out so many players. I guess we'll
find out here in a sec.
And the first pitch
From Yarbrough is in there,
swung on for strike one. Acuna is
is 1-for-1 on the night with a
God damn it. All right.
I'm unmuted.
The Yankees currently
Are at 2 games over the Tampa Bay Rays. They face off against the Dodgers
at 10-10 this evening. So
it's conceivable that
we could be 2.5 games out in front of the Rays by the end.
end of this evening
I want to thank everybody
for
hopping into the stream, listening to a little bit of
baseball on this busy.
busy Tuesday evening.
Our numbers for
Tonight are going to be
Yankees had 12 runs, 16 hits, no errors. The White Sox
Sox had 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Garrett Cole is going to
take the win,
and
Davis
Martin is going to take the loss. For those of you
that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like
button and share the channel out. We are at 23 likes, 7 short of our goal. I will
be back. Normally, I don't call games on Wednesdays, but I'm in
Pennsylvania looking after my mom.
so I will not be bowling tomorrow.
Evening. So I will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard to
Call game 2 of this set.
look forward to seeing y'all there.
And I'm
I'm
going
going to end this stream in my traditional fashion
with Let's Go Yankees.
and I'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest
To your night, guys and gals.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.